J.Yamuna Bee, Head of the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Pearson College of Engineering and Technology, Tirunelveli. So today I go to take the subject is Python for Data Science. Okay. So first we need to learn what is Python. So many language programmings are available. So that is C, C++, Java, .NET. Okay. So the Python also nowadays most trending language. So because this language is mostly used in AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science, all courses will choose the language is Python. So this language is comparing to other languages, it is very user friendly. So it is a one of the programming language. So it is created by Guido van Rosen in the year of 1991. So this program will be nowadays used in many applications, that is web development, software development, mathematics and system scripting, gaming. So many places we go to apply this Python programming. So this name is actually the Python is one of the snake name, anaconda, that like that. So here why we are choosing this name is Python means the Python comes from the British comedy series. That series name is Monty Python's Flying Circus. So that Guido van Rosen very interestingly saw that series, that is Monty Python's Flying Circus. So that time that person will select the Python name is from this series. So that is the story of this choosing this Python. Okay. So this Python is working in different platforms, that is Windows, Mac, Linux, Raspberry Pi. So many things we go to use. So this is the already I told the Python is a user friendly. Okay. So because the syntax is similar to the English language, whatever you go to type, the input, the output also displayed. For example, comparing to other language, for you take C programming language, addition of two numbers. Okay, so you go to add two numbers means you go to write minimum 5 to 7 lines for programming in that editor is Turbo C for C language. Okay. So you go to take line, then you go to correct the errors. After that only the output will be displayed. But in Python, so you are using first the basics programs will be typed in ideally prompt. Okay. So here directly you go to give 5 plus 5. Then you go to give the enter. The result 10 will be displayed. Same program you go to write in the C programming language. You go to write so many lines. Then you go to correct the errors. After that only you go to get the output. Okay. So in Python simply you go to write 5 plus 5, enter, you go to get the answer is 10. So that one is the very similar user friendly language. So the next example. So this is the first one. So only you didn't write any program. First you go to all of you know. You go to get the output means you go to give the command print. Okay. So print, then you go to give hello world. Then you go to enter, the output is hello comma world. What input here you are given, the same one it will be displayed in your output. Okay. So if you need to view the version of the particular language, so here you go to write print sys dot version of. So the versions will be daily updating. Okay. So the recent Python is 3.8.1 I think. So the versions all nowadays updating. So you go to view that updated versions means you go to write print system dot version. Then you go to get the latest version. Okay. So the next one, the example program x equal to y equal to hello world, then you are giving print of x, print of y. This is the variable. X and y is a variable. So variable is like as a container because it is used to store the value. Okay. So x equal to 5, y equal to here, print of x, print of y, then you go to enter, the output will be displayed. What is here you are given, that one. So here 5 is here one of the integer. So that is the what are the data types. Here you go to use integer, float, character, string. Okay, so the hello world, it is a one of the string. So collection of character is called string. Okay, so this is the simple program. How do you go to print the statements or print the numbers. So what are the data types you go to use. Okay, so like that you go to give it. Next thing, command. So all of you know what is command. So command will be used in all programming languages. So it is not, does not a syntax. Okay, so commands, what purpose you are using this command line means it is your understanding purpose. For example, you are doing one project. After completing your project, you are working in one project company. You are doing one 6 months project. You complete it. Okay. So after completion, you relieving from that company. So another people newly join that company. So your old project will be they go through. So go through means you are applying some commands, means they will be understand what concept you used, what are the things you go to use, what is the problem statement. So they will be understood. Okay. So that purpose you are using here command lines. The command line is single line, multi-line. Okay. So in Python programming, you using the command symbol is hash symbol. So here you are used to add a multi-line command. You could insert a hash for each line. So you are giving some statement. This is a command written in more than just one line. So here you are giving some rules or some conditions or some descriptions or some explanation about that coding. So that purpose you are using here the commands. Okay. So the next one here, creating the variables. Already I told. Okay. So variable is like a container. It is used to store the values. Okay. So that is the meaning. Here you are giving some example. X equal to 5, it is an integer. Y equal to John, it is a string. Okay. Print of x, print of y, the output is 5 John. Already we discussed that one. Okay. So the next one is Python libraries. So it is very important for this one, programming language. Okay. So in C programming we are called as header file. Okay. Include stdio.h, include conio.h. Okay. Like that in Python programming language also the library is very important. You are plotting some graph or drawing something or displaying any output, means here you go to include the Python libraries. Okay, so that is the NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. Okay, so here I go to describe what is the meaning of NumPy. Okay, so providing large or multidimensional array and matrices, that purpose here you are using this NumPy. Okay, Pandas, essential for data manipulations. Okay, here you go to use some data frames. So for example, you are displaying the output in Excel format. So that is called the data frames. Okay. So Matplotlib, it is used to animated some visualizations, you go to draw it. Okay. So that purpose you are using this Matplotlib. Okay. So this is the symbol one, Matplotlib bars. How do you go to creating the bars? Okay. So in Word document, you know how do you go to insert the chart, bar chart, pie chart, line chart, like that. So this program is, here you go to draw the 4 bars. Okay. So first you go to need to include the libraries Matplotlib, then NumPy. So here you are giving import. Import means, what is the meaning means, here you go to include that library in your program. Okay. So in C program you are using header file. So has include. So include is another meaning in Python. You are using this import. You go to adding or including. That is the meaning. Okay. So import Matplotlib means mathematical plotting library. So that short form is Matplotlib. Py means Python. Python plot as PLT. So the plot alias name is called as PLT. Okay. So the second library is import NumPy. NumPy is a number Python. So because you are using some numbers in here. Okay. So that also you go to include NumPy also. So here you are taking two variables x and y. So x equal to np already you go to the alias name of number pi. So here you call np dot array of. So here you are taking more than one values. So you go to use the array concept. Okay, the square bracket, within the square bracket you go to listed the elements. Okay, so why you are choosing 4 numbers A, B, C, D, only you are using 4 alphabet, because the question is draw 4 bar. Like I say 2 bar means you go to take any 2 values, A and B or A or C or A or D, anything, any 2 alphabets. Okay, so then y equal to np dot array of 3, 8, 1, 10. Okay, so this is the height of that bar chart. Okay, so then you go to give plt dot bar of. So you go to draw the bar chart, means what is the function here, you go to used bar of. That is very, very important. Here you go to draw the line chart, means you are using line of. You go to use some pie chart, means you are using the function is pi of. Like that you go to add it. Okay, so x equal to np dot array of, then y equal to np dot array of, then plt dot bar of x comma y. Finally you go to give plt dot show of, then only your output will be displayed. Okay, plt dot show of. Okay, then you go to run the program, the output will be displayed. Okay, so symbol, this one is using this matplotlib. How to you go to draw the bar chart. Okay, so the next thing, the bar functions. Okay, the same program will be displayed. So here you draw 4 horizontal bar. So you know what is the vertical and what is the meaning of horizontal. You go to draw the bar like as horizontal. The previous program, the same program will be repeated. Here you go to add h. Bar of function you are used, but here your h means what? Horizontal. That purpose you are right. Plt dot bar h of x comma y. Okay, so the next one, bar color. So here you go to customize your bar chart. Okay, so here you are using this one, the same header file, import matplotlib dot python plot as plt, then numpy. The same thing here you go to write another, here you are add plt dot bar of x comma y, another variable, here you go to write color equal to, you mention the color here, red, black, blue, whatever you need you go to write it, then plt dot show off. Now your output is what? The previous program same 4 bar, but inside the bar the bar color will be changed into red color. Okay, so that is the meaning. Okay, so here some you are using the previous program, here you are write what? You go to write red or red, or blue, blu, blue, pink, pink, pink here. Otherwise you go to write, mention some color names, hot pink, that also the different colors. Some colors will be displayed in some code numbers. So that code numbers you go to view one thing, the color palette. In Google search you go to type it, the color palette, so many colors and corresponding code and name will be displayed. Okay, that also you go to copy and paste here, then you go to watch what is the color will be changed. Okay, so that is the color name. Okay, so hex, so hexadecimal value, this is the numbers is chosen from that color palette. Okay, so you go to use this, you go to view what is the color will be displayed. Okay, so the next one, here you go to need to increase the width. That is very, very important. Here you go to increase the width. How to you go to increase the width? Okay, so here you are using the same function bar of. Okay, so here you are write the same thing, np dot array of. You go to write, here you go to mention the function name is width. You go to mention the color, what is the name? color, color. Here you go to mentioning the bar width, so 0.1. Then you go to write plt dot show off. Okay, so this is you go to increasing the bar width. Okay, so the next one, height. How do you go to change the height of the particular bar? Okay, so here you go to write plt dot bar h x comma y, then height. What is the function here you go to use? Means height, Height, okay. So like that you go to write it, okay. So the next one, example, okay. So the next, draw a line in a diagram. From here you are giving the some positions, that value will be here, you go to Q, okay. Already we go to mention the previous program A, B, C, D, then you go to mention some numbers, okay. Same like that, here you go to use some values, okay. So here also you are giving, draw a line in a diagram from position 1, 3, okay. Like that, here you go to check it. So plotting without lines, because here the previous program you draw the lines, here you go to without lines. How do you go to draw? Means here you are using some markers. So that is very important, okay. So marker is here some of the symbols, okay. Some like has symbol, star symbol, plus symbol, circle, O. So you go to display that point, okay. Replace of that point you are using some markers, okay. So here you are using this PLT dot plot of x points comma y points. Here I are using 0, okay. PLT dot show off. So the replacing line, the O will be displayed, okay. So this is the multiple points. How do you go to use multiple points? Then multiple markers. So the function is what? Marker equal to, here you go to mention some symbol, okay. So the next thing, here you are using the marker is asterisk also. So the line, replacing the line, the asterisk will be displayed. So these are the some reference. So this means circle, this means star, this means point. So many markers are available. So marker equal to, you go to give 3 means the try left, like that the symbol will be displayed, okay. Then you go to, so you go to know how to you go to place the marker in the line. So here you go to resize the sizes of the marker, okay. So here you go to change the marker size. So that is the parameter here you go to use to means marker size, that is called MS, okay. So here you go to include two libraries, then here you go to write y points. Here you take x axis and y axis, but here you go to take only y points, y axis only. Then np dot array of, then plt dot plot of y points comma marker. So what are the symbol here you go to used, then what is the parameter you go to used. So that one is the MS, marker size equal to 20, okay. Then here you go to write plt dot show off, okay. So here you go to increase or decrease the marker size, okay. Next one is marker color. How do you go to change the marker color? So that one is the marker edge color. So that is MEC. So the surrounding color only changing. So here you go to add marker size, then marker edge color equal to, here you go to represent R, okay. So or the red, that color. So here you are using blue means you go to give blue, otherwise you go to choose the colors from the palettes, color palette format, okay. So this is the keyword MS or MFC. These are the keywords you go to use to change the color of the marker, okay. So here MFC, MEC, face color. So marker face color. Here you go to face color means inside the markers the color will be filled, okay. So the marker size, marker edge color MEC, marker face color. Inside the marker also you go to give some colors. Here for you see the hot pink, okay. So the outer color also will be dark MEC, the inside also hot pink color. So that is the marker face color, okay. So then you go to draw. How do you go to draw the lines? Inside of that line, what are the markers? Dotted, dash line, points. That also you go to here